He is Jalen Rose. I'm David Jacoby. We are Jalen and Jacoby. What is it that we do?
We give the people what they want.
The day is here. LeBron versus Steph. 7 versus 8 play-in game is upon us, but we start with the Celtics and Jason Tatum with 50 points and a big win over the Wizards. Did not see this coming. What did you think of Tatum's performance last night?
I actually did see this coming. Because if you're going to be an all-NBA caliber performer and a future superstar, we know that you're playing without Jalen Brown. We know the Celtics haven't met expectations. And for everybody guessing, we've been saying it on this show, Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens are not on the hot seat. So you have a big stage. You're playing against the Wizards. Bradley Beal, your fellow guy from the Lose in town. Russell Westbrook is averaging a triple-double. The Boston Celtics still have a better roster, still have a better team. And Jason Tatum, that was his chance to prove who's the best player on the floor. And that's what he went out and performed like, putting up 50, catapulting his team into the playoffs to go against the Nets.
Tatum was the best player on the floor, and going into the game, you would expect maybe that'd be Bradley Beal, but he looked injured. Maybe that'd be Russell Westbrook. He didn't look right. And it also felt like the Wizards just couldn't hit a shot. You're not going to win a play-in game or a high-pressure game when you cannot hit a shot. Jalen, what do you think was wrong with this Wizards team last night?
Well, a couple of those shots are wide open, and then a few of those shots are contested. But your overarching point still stands. You're not going to win an NBA play-in game and you only make 3 threes. That's just that's just how today's game is built. And so when Russ isn't making them and Bill isn't making them, and then Bertans isn't making them, and you're the Washington Wizards, you're just not going to win.
No, they now have to play the Pacers. We'll get to that, but this means that the Celtics will face the Brooklyn Nets in the 2-7 matchup. That also means that Kyrie Irving will be playing his former franchise. Jalen, do you think there's a little extra motivation from Kyrie?
For Boston Celtics fans, Kyrie's the one that got away. You won when you traded him for Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah was giving them 30, and then they traded him to the Cavs while he was injured, and the Cavs accepted the trade still. And you got Kyrie, and he said he was going to stay. And then he left. So did Scary Terry. So did Gordon Hayward. So now you're trying to chase and fill the void through the draft, through trades, adding Fournier. And so now all of a sudden you get a chance to see Kyrie Irving up close and personal on the super team that he signed to first and brought along Kevin Durant. And then they added James Harden. So anticipate a lot of moves for Kyrie Irving by Celtics fans, but he's not going to hear them. You remember the first time he went back to Celtics, he was burning sage in the arena.
Oh, he's got sage. Oh, he went to Costco. He got Costco shit sage. He's going to burn a whole tree before the first game in this series in the Garden. And I can't wait for it. And I do not expect this series to be very competitive. They're going to need a couple more 50-point games from Jason Tatum just to keep this going. Jalen, in the other playing game, not that competitive. Not that competitive at all. The Hornets were young, and they looked young in this one. The Pacers looked good, and they got contributions from everybody, including that guy, Sabonis. Do you think the Pacers can ride this momentum and make it into the playoffs?
You know what I saw from Indiana? Blue-collar pride. Sabonis flirted with a triple-double, but played a terrific all-around floor game. He got up from his nap yesterday and realized that Karis LeVert was going to be out due to COVID protocol. And Malcolm Brogdon returned. And so the Pacers went deeper than Atlantis. Inside of the box score, it got like 8 guys in double figures.
Oh, yeah. Everybody
against
had at
the
least
Hornets.
10.
A dude wearing number 88 was out there getting
Batiste! That's my guy. And O'Shea Brissett, Batiste, Keelan Martin. These are not household names. These guys were not high draft picks that made all-star teams, and they were all contributing to combine. I think they got 144 points on this Hornets team that did look overmatched. But since this is the last Hornets game of the season, we have to salute and celebrate my Rookie of the Year, our king, one, LaMelo Ball. What a season this young man had. What do you expect from him moving forward?
So when you get a top flight pick, in particular in the top 3, after their rookie year, you need that guy to have shown the players on the team, the coaching staff and the organization, fan base and the media that he got the goods. And if you have that, it's just like having a quarterback in the NFL on their rookie deal. You saw Pittsburgh win it with Big Ben or Russell Wilson or even Joe Flacco. So now this offseason, the Hornets know that they got the goods in LaMelo, and they saw the improvement in Bridges. And PJ Washington also had a really good season. You now have the building blocks to do something special because that guy with the basketball is dynamic as a playmaker, an improved three-point shooter, and so many people are going to want to come play with him. So shout to LaMelo Ball, the Rookie of the Year. Coach JB still did an amazing job with this roster, and the Hornets are coming in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, the Hornets have a lot to look forward to. It's very important to mention that Gordon Hayward was not available to them, not just in this game, but towards the end of the season, and he meant a lot to this team when he was healthy. Jalen, the day is here. It is finally upon us. Tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm staying up past my bedtime because we have LeBron versus Steph. The two superstars that faced off 4 times in the finals will now play in the first ever Western Conference 7-8 play-in game. Jalen, what is the roadmap for the Warriors to get an upset tonight?
I'm old enough to remember actually driving and the family taking trips using real maps. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and going to Bainbridge, Georgia to visit my grandfather, and we're trying to figure out a real map to drive 18 hours to go visit my family in the South. So I have that for you with Steph Curry, and it's not going to be as difficult. You can actually use Waze for this one. He needs to make 10+ threes.
Oof.
If that happens, the Los Angeles Lakers will be getting shot down in this game because he has proven to me that he can do it, and not only do it, at a frequency that no other player can even come close to matching. Look at this.
Not even close.
Look at this, everyone. That's 9-14, okay, to 22. He has more this year, 7 or 8, than all of those guys have had in their careers. And if he's able to capture one of those games tonight, because remember, in his last game, he shot 36 times, a career high. He shot 22 threes, a career high. So he's going to shoot at least 20 threes. And 20 times 3, and I'm a dummy, that's a 60.
Oh, right? Look at you. I'm proud of you, Jay.
So he made half of those, that's 30. They'll be definitely close into the game if that happens. The Lakers going to be switching those actions, those dribble handoff actions, double, triple teaming, those pick and roll actions, almost like that footage we saw earlier in the year. I think they're playing against the Thunder when he dribbled across half court and all 5 of them were standing there.
He's going to see a lot of defense like this.
Defensively.
He's going to see a lot of double teams and triple teams tonight, and I do not think that Steph Curry himself will be able to shoot the Warriors into this one. I expect this to be a pretty easy win for the Lakers. I'm trying to go to bed. I'm trying to go to bed early tonight, Lakers. So finish this one up. I want y'all up by half. By halftime, I want you up 20, and then midway through the third, I want to go to sleep because I want to get my rest. And I think the Lakers will not just win this one, but win this one easily. And LeBron was out with Drake last night. LeBron was partying with Drake last night. That's how confident these Lakers are. That's how confident these Lakers are about this playing game. LeBron was out with Drake partying. That's how confident these Lakers are. It's going to be an easy win for the Lakers.
This is the time of year that your enthusiasm for LeBron James and his excellence continues to heighten. Look at you. You look at you're like LeBron's back, AD's back. You don't care if they're in the 7th seed. You don't care about all the threes that
Steph Curry's going to shoot. This is not even going to be close. This is not even going to be close. And then the Sun series, that's not going to be close either. And then what's going to happen is you're going to have to pick the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals on camera, even though you've been disrespecting the purple and gold and LeBron James all season long. I can't wait. I see how it's going to play out, Mr. Rose. I see it. And while I am keyed on the Lakers, nothing matters more The Nets can have Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving, and it does not matter because the New York Knicks are the team of New York City. You're watching Jalen Jacoby. Stay tuned.